all I'd ever wanted was to be a mum. Labour was really long and really painful because I think she'd moved position. Eventually, they delivered her. She was placed on my chest, and I said, I don't feel very well. Like, something feels wrong. The midwife pulled the sheet back, blood everywhere. It all got stabilised, but I didn't hold my daughter for the first 24 hours because I was just so out of it, and that was really hard. A few days later, I was discharged. I should have been resting, but I didn't. Something just didn't feel right, and my husband went back to work, so I was at home on my own, exhausted with this baby that screamed all the time, and I just did not want to be with her. And I ended up getting so stressed and anxious, I then stopped sleeping because the thought of then having to spend the next day all day on my own was just so overwhelming. Eventually, I think I'd gone about 6 days without sleeping. And at that point, I just thought the only way to get out of this is to end my life. And that was when I wrote a letter to my husband and went to a place where we'd had happy memories. I was really upset and emotional, and it was really early in the morning, and it just so happened that another couple were up there walking their dog, and they saw me, and the woman stopped me and talked me round. She came into the house with me and explained to my husband what had happened. He took me to A&E, where I was assessed by the psychiatric liaison team, and they recommended that I stay in a mother and baby unit. Going to the MBU, it was mixed feelings, but the nurse that introduced me onto the ward was so lovely, and they took me through to my room and got me settled. And that's when I started to think, this isn't like a hospital ward. After a couple of days, you have your first meeting with your care team, and they all put a plan together. And as soon as I had that meeting, I could see a light at the end of the tunnel. I was like, I am going to get better. And what to know about recovery when it's in the postpartum period is that it takes a lot longer. You know, when someone's struggling with their mental health, the things that are advised, good sleep, eat right, exercise, you can't necessarily do all those things because you've got a newborn baby. It took 18 months for me to get back to what I would say is myself now. Joining the Helix Forum has been a big part of my recovery because I finally feel like there's a reason behind what I went through. I feel like I am paying all the help and support that I got forward. I can talk about what happened to me and make sure that nobody else feels as alone as I did. Like, it helps them think they can get better too.